No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Buckeyes offense will take the first swing of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. And the Buckeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. On the run, it's Schroeder. Runs through a tackle. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the pressure. Got a man. It's Miller. At the 45 on its way. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him.
Oh, he's got some space. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The Buckeyes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the gun. Give on the inside. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Snagged in the middle. It's Edwards. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Takes a handoff. It's Schroeder. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these...
Brings into the open. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And the Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Moore to the air. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. The Buckeyes are on the move. We'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun to give, looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. The 40. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Quarterback making checks. Moore will throw. Looking down the middle. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Toss sweep to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative.
The sure hands, it's Porter. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. Third and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch.
Just steamrolling the defense. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Russell. Oh, they're after him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Bosa's. Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. The snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your ears back, and that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
They boot it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll start this drive going to the air. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He leaves it with his back. Makes his man miss. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. That's caught. It's Schroeder. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Looking for room. It's Schroeder. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Moore to the air. With the catch, it's Miller. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The toss sweep to the right. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Catch in the middle. It's Moulton. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Got him downfield. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
He'll bring it out. It's Riley. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hale. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now on 2nd down. They'll try the run. Hard running there. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Back to pass, it's Russell. Hauls it in. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Takes it the other way.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From the gun, running back gets to give. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Here comes the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Edwards. They'll immediately call timeout. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Back to pass, it's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Meadows. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fires on the move. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Porter. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the inside give. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime, you riled yourselves up, you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gives it on the option.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Moore will throw. Pulls it in. It's Miller. There he goes. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Fleming. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The Buckeyes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. Third and goal. Power ahead. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
All right, you've now tried running the ball down here a couple times. It hasn't worked. What are you going to do on fourth down? Are you settling for a field goal? Or do you've got a play in your back pocket to go get you 6?
Touchdown, Ohio State! That's the way you finish a drive and put on points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not 1, not 2, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
They'll try the outside to the left. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Tight end now in motion. The give to the tailback. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Punt is in the air. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Moore to the air. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
Yeah, and when you've got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when
he's loose on the left. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them. They've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking to scramble. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On the move. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's now 4th and goal.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. And to christen this fourth quarter, they'll try to hang a three on the board. And it's right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Purdue is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Bob Greasy, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to the Red Hawks of Miami. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Back to throw, it's Russell. And the defense, got him at the 27.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football is going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there getting the sack.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Using his feet. Turning it on. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Young. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Trying to take it back.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Moore will throw. He unleashes a long one. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Running game got stuffed on 1st down, still from their own 25 on 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Meadows. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's got him. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over him.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Great move. Now he's got room. He's into the open down the middle. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on that.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Moore to the air. Back open in the middle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Trying to get rid of it. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and downs. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far. Handoff from the gun.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give from the gun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Going to try to get it himself. And the deep shot was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's get the call. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of